Hello, everyone. I'm Adam with D&D Beyond, and thank you for joining me for this week's development update and community Q&A session. We're going to jump right in. Today's lineup, latest updates as always, upcoming, and then ask me anything. So if you have questions, go ahead and start asking those, prefaced by the word question. I'll get to as many of those as I can at the end of our time here today. So latest updates. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So all of the work that is involved in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, the team is working very hard on that everything. And as soon as that releases on D&D Beyond, we're going to be covering all of those bases right there that we're listing. Lots and lots of content in this product, and really, really excited to see all of that be live. Also wanted to share, thankfully, that we are going to have gifting in place ahead of the holiday season this year. So gifting to another account is going to be possible. Do we not have a boss? Do we not have a boss going? Oh, the boss is going. All right, excellent. The boss is there. So good luck. Good luck on downing this Protean Scourge. Hope everybody wins today. All right, so we are going to be allowing you to gift to other accounts. You'll be able to pick up product keys and send those product keys to others. So more details on that very soon, but we're really excited to be able to offer that ahead of the holidays this time. Player Tools mobile app, we also will be adding the ability to roll dice in the app for subscribers as an alpha to start with. And really, this is just for us to verify that everything is working properly. So that's why we're kind of labeling this as alpha in the mobile app, but we're going to be getting all of that together for subscribers very soon as well. And then I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but the Avre Alias Workshop is now live. And this is actually really, really impressive and interesting. And people are making some killer things out there. So I am going to provide a little bit of a look at the Avre Alias Workshop. So first of all, Avre is our Discord bot that is the most used Discord bot in the world for Dungeons and Dragons. And it is just every single time that I use it, I am more and more impressed with what is happening here. The team and Andrew Zhu, and all the community developers are doing some incredible things here. So really, really awesome and useful tool, especially if you play using Discord. So if you use Discord for your games and you haven't tried out Avre, I really encourage you to do so. But we're going to look right now at, let's see. Let me see if I can get out. Why is it not escaping? Get out of here. There we go. All right. So the Avre Alias Workshop is available. If you go to avre.io, you're going to come to this page. And just in case you haven't seen it before, the commands section of this page is going to be a crib sheet for everything that you would want to know about what you can do with Avre. But there's so much here that you can dig into. But then if you go to your dashboard, this is where you will be able to find the Alias Workshop. And I'm going to kind of explore a few of these here today. And so you see, this is the most popular as of the last week. We've got verbose character tools, map utilities. I called this one out a couple of weeks ago. This map utilities one is actually really, really impressive. Player utilities. One of the ones, the way that this works is you add these collections of these aliases to your account. And so I'm going to use one here created by Zoo that is familiars. And so down here, you have an option to add to your personal collection. You can add it to a server, or you can get more details about it. So we will look at some more details here about familiars. So familiars is going to allow you to set up a familiar for a spellcaster character, and then that familiar will be available for you to execute commands with. So you can do skill checks and saving throws and so on for those familiar characters. But this is more information, so you can subscribe here to that right there. on this. And again, like when you come to this is going to show you everything that you would want aliases. So we have things for the blood hunter in here. We have things for the artificer. All of the classes I've seen, I believe, represented here. Ammunition tracking. So all of this is incredibly powerful, and it might seem a little bit overwhelming at first, but the whole point of these aliases is it actually makes it incredibly easier for you to manage and track a lot of these things through Discord. So I encourage you to check these out. But we're now going to go to Discord itself. So I have loaded up one of my characters, a character I just played on a stream a few days ago, Arliss Canebrake, a Yuan-Ti Ringmaster Warlock. And so he's loaded up, and he actually has a Mongoose familiar named Fang Carver. And so this Mongoose familiar, we're going to set this up now. So doing this, let's see, I think this will, yeah. So we've got a familiar, and so it tells me that I have no familiar set yet, and then it walks me through how I would do that. So right now for Arliss and for Fang Carver as a Mongoose, we don't have stats for Mongoose, so I'm going to actually use a cat here. So familiar set cat, and that is going to set my creature type as a cat. So we're just going to base off of a cat for that Mongoose. Seems kind of similar. Maybe we could have gone with a weasel. I didn't think about that, but ultimately setting that as a cat, and then I can set its name here. So familiar name, we're going to go with Fang Carver, and then it's going to tell me that it is set to Fang Carver. You can set an image here. You can remove the familiar and start over if you've got a different configuration you're wanting to do. But then now, if I wanted Fang Carver to make an acrobatics check, because of course Fang Carver is going to need to do that, then we can make that check right there. And Fang Carver rolled a 19. So I think Fang Carver is doing pretty well here. So that's what this familiars thing is going to do. I also wanted to show off while I am here, as always, we can do monster lookups here. And well, I chose a beholder, so it's like way too long for the screen here, but it's going on with Discord. It's really easy to see this and use this. But then also, if you're using VTTs, you can generate monster tokens here as well. So now that has generated a token that is really useful, that you can download and save there, that you can use in tabletop programs. So lots and lots going on with the Discord bot. Remember, you can link your Discord account to your D&D Beyond account, and that is going to allow any of the content that you've unlocked on D&D Beyond to be usable right here inside Avray. So again, check out what is going on with this alias workshop. There is so much to dig into and so much convenience, and we're excited that the community is able to develop these mods and these aliases that are going to enhance the Avray experience even more. So definitely check all of that out. All right, so let's talk about upcoming. So we do have Compendium Quality of Life updates. This happened for Curse of Strahd very recently. We know that a lot of people are going to be running some Halloween-themed Curse of Strahd this year. I am one of those people. I'm going to run this with my two sisters and my kids and their husbands. So looking forward to that next week. But we have Tales from the Yawning Portal up next in the queue for that. So excited about that as well. Character ability scores, hope to be able to show that off very soon, but Tasha's has kind of taken the spotlight, and we're making sure that we're covering all our bases there. So character sheet update, special rules and exceptions, I've talked about that before, and then shared dice rolling in a game log. We mentioned this very briefly last time. I'm going to mention it very briefly here again today, but I believe in our special Halloween themed episode next week, you might get a first sneak peek at what's going on with shared dice rolling in this game log. So looking forward to that. All right, it looks like we have, who is this? So that was Hayato Bot. Looks like maybe killed our Protean Scourge And it looks like with that, that pesky necromancer is always here. Tune in for the Halloween special also next week, because we will have another boss. I appreciate everyone helping us test Stream Heroes in alpha. But I think we're going to change things up a little bit next week. We'll also have a special guest next week, but that's a surprise.